Okay, today Facebook family, YouTube family, is a very painful day today. We buried two of our Jack Yates lions today. Miss Maxine Williams, Jack Yates class of 1935. And everybody here on Facebook know Miss Maxine Williams because we have been videotaping Miss Maxine Williams ever since she was 98 years old. And we videotaped her last birthday. See, this is a legacy. Y'all, this is a legacy. And some of us don't understand a legacy. A legacy is after we leave here, somebody know what we have accomplished here on this earth. And this is what Miss Maxine Williams understood when I started videotaping her first birthday when she was 98 years old, until the last birthday that she had when she was 103 years old. We buried Miss Maxine Williams, Jack Yates class of 1935. And we all know about the young man, Mr. George Floyd. Jack Yates class of 1993, raised up there in the CUNY home. I got a video of my nephews help raising this kid, showing the first house he lived in before they moved into the CUNY home. I will show you that video later on. But right now, we're talking about something that's more important. And that is trying to preserve our black history that I've been doing for the last 10 years on Facebook and YouTube. Because if we don't preserve our black history, it's going to be just like our black communities today, when we didn't realize that we was abandoning it and we took it for granted when we moved out of 3rd Ward and moved out of 5th Ward and moved out of these black communities that I have been videotaping for the last 10 years. And now, since investors have came into those communities and tore down those old raggedy houses that we could have done instead of moving out there with the white people, but we refused to do it. We want to live, we didn't want our kids to be raised in the ghetto, because that's what we called it when we moved out to Chasewood, Harlem Clark, South Park, Missouri City. Yeah, it was the ghetto then. And our kids wasn't going to school out where we had a legacy at Jack Yates, like they had at Phyllis Wheatley. From the great-grandfather to the grandfather to the father to the mother to the daddy, all of them participating in one school. Now our legacy is all tore up. And I'm trying to preserve this legacy. But it's just like anything else. It needs to be funded. So I am reaching out to you, asking you to please help me preserve our legacy by doing any donation you can do to help keep our legacy going here on YouTube and Google. Because if we don't keep this legacy going, it's going to die, just like our community have died. And the white folks doing what they want to do in the community. It ain't their fault. We didn't want it. It's just like our history. We need to learn how to invest. They tell you about do this and do that, but we need to learn how to invest. And that's what I'm asking you to invest into the black history here in Houston by doing any kind of donation you can give at the number down at the bottom of the screen. Anybody that got a cash app can donate whatever you want to donate, and the name is right down there on the bottom, $, 9420 BOO, all small caps. Because if we don't invest in this, y'all, and our black history, it's going to fade. It's going to go away. And look at it. We never have a legacy of doing any kind of investment. Look at 3rd Ward. The investors came over there and took over Third Ward. Look at Jack Yates. How many people had their kids and got a legacy coming out of Jack Yates today? They finished in the 60s. That's what I'm telling you. We don't have a legacy of investing. And further of all, we don't come together. The only investment we do is to the preachers and the churches by giving our tithes in. That's the only investment that we as a black race give. And then what do we have? Do our churches go out and speak out for us? Even the members who pay their tithes to these churches. Do the church go out there and really try to help people like Lions Avenue Baptist Church and a few other churches that goes out there and try to reach out to the community for help with food? How many really try to reach out, try to help the homeless? See, this is what I'm saying. We don't invest. And then we don't invest in these politicians. You expect these black politicians to do stuff for you because you black? Come on. They're going to do things for the people who invested in their campaign. And all we do is sit around and complain, well, they don't do that and they're Oreo and they don't do that. But how many times did you put any money into their campaign? Like I told you, the Jews, they invested. That's why they got these doggone politicians by their hands. We don't make no investment to their campaign. The only thing we do, invest, which is free, to go out and vote for them. Other than that, we don't do a goddamn thing. We don't invest nothing. And we expect the preachers and the ministers, when we get our tithes, we expect them to donate into their campaign. When you know and I know the minister's going to donate to their campaign, but the minister's going to donate and have them dancing to the way they want those politicians to dance, not the way you want them to dance. So I'm just trying to give you a heads up on things, because we got to preserve this black history, y'all. Just think about it. I preserved the history from Miss Maxine Williams. 5 years. You can go back and see every birthday party, every birthday she had. And 100th birthday she had, she even told you she had a call from Obama and Michelle for her 100th birthday. All of that is documented. Everything we did, you could go through Jack Yates and see all the documentations of Jack Yates. You could go through Phyllis Wheatley and see all the documentation of Phyllis Wheatley. All of this is costing money. And all this, I'm free and I appreciate it and you're doing a good job. All of that's fine and dandy, but how much do that put in the gas in the goddamn car? How much do that do for the time that I go out there and somebody said, well, ain't nobody asked you to do it. God damn it, somebody got to do it. Ain't nobody doing nothing but me and Jerry Shepard and Theodis Edwards and this guy out of Sterling, Raylan. They the only somebody to doing any history that's documented. And then the people that do the history, they document it and they put it in private pages, so everybody can't get it. Only the members of that page can get it. I have to go out of there and take stuff out of them pages to give it to you guys. You know, I'm only saying this because you can't drive a car all day long without putting no gas in it. And all this about I'm free and I appreciate the history lesson, and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, that's fine and dandy. But how much is that going to help us continue to do the history that we's doing? Because we still got more history. We haven't did Studewood. We haven't did Acres Home. We haven't did Greens Point. We haven't did 1960. We haven't even did Missouri City. We haven't even did Pearland. We ain't had did Katy. All of this is black history, y'all. And we need funding. So please, if you got to cash out, give something. I'm not telling you how much to give. It's up to you. Give from your heart. You see it at the bottom of the screen, right down there. $ 9420 BOO. And that's all we asking. Because I want to preserve our history for the future generation. And if I don't preserve this history for the future generation, the white people gonna put what they want the black people to know in Google. And I know, because I've been seeing a lot of stuff that Google up. They don't give you everything. But people who have lived it can tell you everything. So I'm here to tell you, we just like KTSU. We just like Channel 8. We need the public to help support this black history that I'm doing. So I'm reaching out to you and asking you, how much do you appreciate it? Show people how much you appreciate it. Show your own self in your own heart how much you appreciate it. And there it is, right down there at the bottom of the screen. Cash App, $ 9420 BOO. Helping me preserve this black history. Because like I said, I don't see but a couple of people doing this. And I don't see nobody videoing what I'm doing and documenting it. So I'm asking you, Facebook family, come on in. Show how much you appreciate it. So we can continue doing this black history here. Because it's well needed. Very needed right here. So very important for us to keep our black legacy and our history going. Because you look at these communities that I have been doing, they don't even look like black folks even live there. Look at the 3rd Ward, look at the 5th Ward, look at the City Gas. Look at the Sunnyside. Look at the Cashmere Garden. Look at the Trinity Garden. These are communities that we have been videoing. It ain't cost you nothing. So in your heart, I'm asking, if you want to keep this black history and this legacy going on, show it. Show it. And the only way you can show people is the way Pastor Luther Walker. And I'd like to thank God for bringing Pastor Luther Walker into my life, because he showed me and helped me and still helping me today bring Bully Production into reality by supporting it, not by thanking you, but by helping me financially put this together. And I'd like to thank Chef Tim and his wife Kim. They seen what I was doing. It only took them not even a good 2 months to know that what I was doing, it cost money. So they helped put batteries into my camera. You know, I don't want to be technical, but those are white people. They the one that's going to help me to support our black history. That don't make no doggone sense. But it is what it is. Like I say, I'm having a heavy day today. Thank you.